Hi, I'm John, and this is my presentation about .NET application monitoring. So in this presentation, I'm going to be having a look at some of the built-in logging capabilities in .NET. We're going to be taking a look at some of the code examples of how you configure and consume the logging capabilities. We're then going to be taking a look at Azure Application Insights, which is an Azure service for centrally collecting metrics and telemetry data from applications into the Microsoft Azure cloud. And then we're going to be looking at how you would configure App Insights in .NET specifically. So first of all, in terms of logging in .NET, so this is just logging built-in capabilities. There are many logging providers, third-party logging providers available for use, but this is talking specifically now about the built-in capability. So the logging levels that can be configured for the components in an application, built-in or custom, can be configured in the app settings.json. We inject iLogger into our classes using the iLogger via dependency injection, and we have 6 levels of logging available, from trace, debug, information, critical, error, and none. So here is an example of a class of code that injects iLogger. So we can see at the top there we're injecting iLogger via dependency injection, which creates a logger, and then at the bottom there we can see that we're using the logger to log information. So this is at an informational level, which is typically not critical. We can then see an example of the app settings, and in this app settings we're just configuring some of the built-in categories. We've got default, which is the default logging behavior for all categories. And in this case it's set to information, so we're getting some information login for all categories in the application. We've then got Microsoft, which is for all categories that begin with the name Microsoft. We've got a level of warning, and then we've got a more specific category, Microsoft.hosting.lifetime, which is set to information. This is another example of the app settings. So this sets the logging levels for all of the categories that are built into .NET. We've got, as you can see, event source, event log, Azure App Services files. So we've got various different levels. Most of these in this example are set to information. We've also got include scopes. If it's supported by the logging provider, we can set that as well. So then, taking a look at App Insights. First of all, what is App Insights? Well, it's a Microsoft Azure cloud service for application level monitoring. So we can build application insights code into our application. We can choose what we would like to send to application insights. Once the data is there, we've got various options in the Azure portal to view the data. There's an example here in the bottom right corner of a screenshot of some of the information you can get. So a key thing to note is that it integrates with Azure services. So when we're, for example, deploying an Azure app service, we can pre-configure an application insights instance alongside it. There's still then code to write in the application to get that up and running, but ultimately App Insights integrates with various services on Azure, from app services to virtual machines and others as well. It also integrates with Azure Log Analytics. So Log Analytics is Microsoft Azure's logging service. We can send logs from all types of environments, resources, virtual machines. We can have anything from system logs to application logs sent to Log Analytics. So it's a central logging service in Azure. And Application Insights is heavily integrated with Log Analytics, as you would expect with a lot of Azure services as well. So some of the things that we can collect, we've got metrics and telemetry data to decide the application activities and health. We've got live metrics, which observe real-time activity with no effect on the application. We've got availability, so also known as synthetic transaction monitoring. We can test the availability and responsiveness of external endpoints over time. We've then got usage, so we can get an idea of what features of the application are popular with the users, how are they being used and interacted with, so we can delve in with that kind of information as well. And finally, smart detection, so we can detect automatically failures and anomalies in the application. We've then got GitHub and Azure DevOps integration. So this means to say that we can create work items in the context of application insights data. So next, how do we configure app insights in a .NET application? So one thing to note is that App Insights supports many different types of applications of different programming languages and frameworks. This example is just specifically with .NET. So we can add trace logging. That's the only thing required. We need to set a destination for logs. Logging framework changes are rarely required. We need to add a package, Microsoft Application Insights .ASP.NET Core, which is a NuGet package, to our application. In the program.cs, we need to set builder services, add application insights telemetry, and then we need to set the application insights connection in app settings. We can then inject application insights and log to it as we normally would with logging frameworks. That's all. Thanks for watching.